Welcome to Politics News Wolf US channel. Everyone has a flat. These plans help us prepare for the future. We make preparations according to our plans and work to realize them. Governments are just like states also have plans, but the plaza of states are different from the plaza of people. States make their plans in secret, but what happens if these secret plans are revealed today? A Russian plan was exposed, a plan that shows just how difficult a situation Russia is in around Scandinavia. But after the revelation of the plan, Russia is backed into a corner. Putin's government held an emergency meeting in the Kremlin. So what exactly happened in Russia? What was Russia's plan? Independent journalism is crucial for uncovering accurate information and in divorce. You can supporting our team by clicking the super thanks button below the video. Let's start if you are ready. As you know, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has changed the political balance all over the world. Following the escalation of Russia's aggressive policies, cooperation between Western countries has increased. Russia is considered the continuation of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union tried to implement specialist policies until 1990. Western states united against the aggressive policies of the Soviet Union and founded NATO in 1949. Since then, NATO has continued to be an important force against Russian invasion. After Putin's invasion of Ukraine, the importance of NATO has once again become clear. Most experts said that Putin invaded other countries as well. That's why other countries wanted to join NATO. NATO also sent massive support too. As you know, the decision of Sweden and Finland to join NATO is considered to be the most important political development of recent years because there is a 1,340 kilometers long land border between Finland and Russia. NATO army has the power to intervene in Russia by crossing this border. Putin is very afraid of this. NATO is increasing its military capacity in case Putin uses nuclear weapons. If Putin decides to use nuclear weapons, NATO's military is expected to intervene in Russia. This is why Finland joining NATO was so important, but this has put Putin in a corner on one more issue. As you know, Russia is the largest country in the worldwide area. It also has a very large maritime border. This increases the importance of seafaring and navy for Russia. However, Russia is quite unsuccessful in using these. The seas in the north of Russia are often covered with ice. The ports in the east of Russia are very limited in terms of transportation facilities. Russia is therefore trying to use two seas. One of these seas of Black Sea and the other is the Baltic Sea. It is known that Russia has had problems in the Black Sea for many years. The Black Sea has only one passageway. This is through the Dardanelles and Istanbul Straits in. Turkey, a strong member of NATO, limits the passage of the Russian Navy through these stripes. Russia is therefore trying to use the Baltic Sea, but the situation in the Baltic Sea is also very bad for Russia. Finland and Sweden, two countries bordering the Baltic Sea, are also joining. After these countries join NATO, NATO will gain a very important power in the Baltic Sea. This is a very big problem for Russia. Russia does not want to lose its power in the Baltic Sea. For this, Putin has made a special plan. According to this plan, the Russian army will conduct a special operation in the Baltic Sea using a ghost ship. So what is a ghost ship? There is a global system to monitor maritime traffic in the. All ship radars are integrated into this system. In this way, it is aimed to protect the sea, just like airline systems. The Russian military dismantled the radar systems of some ships, turned them into ghost ships, and sent them to the Baltic Sea. And what was the mission of these ships? Norwegian media outlets spotted these ships to an investigation in the Baltic Sea and started following them. At the same time, the intelligence services too. It turned out that the Russian ships were conducting research for a special operation. There are many piping systems on Earth to sea. These systems contain cables carrying power, energy, and data. The pipe systems in the Baltic Sea are crucial for the energy flow of the whole Europe. That's why the locations of these systems are kept secret. According to intelligence reports, Russian ships were aiming to locate these fires. Many submarines were deployed in the Baltic Sea for this purpose. Russia aimed to obtain the coordinate of these pipes in order to prepare for a major war with the West. Then plan for an attack would be drawn up if a new war broke out. The Russian Navy planned to attack these systems and leave Europe without energy. But in another of Putin's plants has been exposed. The Russian ships fled from the area after the intelligence units noticed these ships. Russia could not reach the coordinate of these systems. The plan that Putin had been working on for a long time did not work. As a result of the exposure of the plan, Russia suffered another defeat against the West Scandinavian countries' increased security in the Baltic Sea. After this incident, a large number of military ships have been deployed in the sea. It is no longer possible for Russia to make a ministry move in this. Putin is completely helpless. In fact, it shows how difficult a situation Russia is, and Putin realizes that he's very weak in the face of the West. That's why he planned to attack their energy infrastructure. Putin doesn't trust the Russian army. The whole world has seen that the Russian army has failed miserably. The Russian army is suffering a historic defeat in Ukraine after the UK opinion. Army's recent operations, the Russian army has suffered heavy defeats in many towns. The Russian army has not been able to advance on any front for a long time. The habit defeat of the Russian army in Ukraine is the talk of the world. Everyone makes fun of the inexperience of Russian soldiers. Soldiers in the Russian army are experiencing great fear. The inexperience of the Russian army is now recognized by Putin. Putin has realized that the Russian army is inadequate for a major war. This is causing Russia to revise all its war plans. Putin was making very bold statements before this war started. Putin often threatened the whole world and especially Western countries. However, after the failure of the Russian army became clear, Putin's statements changed. Putin is now hesitant to make harsh and aggressive statements. The success of the UK army has completely changed the international relations. The Ukrainian army has humiliated Russia. Russia is no longer one of the most powerful countries in the world. What do you think about the revelation of Russia's war plans? What we'll put into now. What do you think about the major defeat of the Russian army in Ukraine? What do you think about Russia's power Vista West? Don't forget to share their opinion with us. Thank you for watching the video. If you find it useful, please comment and share the video for us. It will make our channel more known. See you in the following videos. Thank you very much. Following video.